Welcome back to the Quarter Pound Podcast. If you're watching this, hopefully you guys just watched the first video, and my computer died at literally the last moment there when we were picking Greg Hardy and Dmitry Smolatov fights, and I thought I uploaded it with my phone as well because I did a video just like this on my phone and it wasn't uploading, so decided I guess when I get home gonna shoot the rest here. So I'm just gonna give you guys quick thoughts on the co-main and the main there. So co-main, where I left off last night, I just said like I picked Greg Hardy. Took the fight doesn't go to decision at whatever it was at. I have it in 3-unit parlay with that parlay I have with Roosevelt Roberts. One more thing in the card. And the fight goes to decision with Angela Hill and Jody Escobar. So I have all those locked down in that 3-unit parlay. And I think Greg Hardy is going to dominate here. It's kind of a setup fight for him. Like they brought in this Dimitri guy who was fighting the UFC beforehand. Lost to, I think I mentioned this, but he lost to Cyril Lasker. Fucking horrible. And then lost to, I think, Enrique De Silva as well. So like two really bad fucking losses, to be honest. I think they're both first round finishes as well. Horrible striker in my opinion. Like it's either he's gonna take Greg Hardy down and finish him, and like sub him because I've seen him do it a couple of times, and he's a master of sport for freestyle wrestling. But I see Greg Hardy just landing a fucking heavy bomb on him, standing within like a minute or two. And I see this fight being over rather quickly. So I got Greg Hardy here, but I did play the fight doesn't go to decision. And then in the main event, I played the fight doesn't go to decision as well for Jacare and Hermansson. And in that same parlay with Hardy and Smolyakov, fight doesn't go to decision. Angela Hill and Jody Escobar, fight goes to decision. And then Roosevelt Roberts. I think it's about plus... I did a parlay on a small one because the limits are low on this one site, but I did a small one on one website that had better odds, and then I did it on another. So it was plus 113 on like the bigger parlay, I guess. Not sure what the average is between the two because the other one is plus 124, I believe. And yeah, I got the fight doesn't go to decision. My breakdown for the fight here, though. In my opinion, Jacare won the Gastelum fight. And that was is that his last fight or his second last fight? I got to check that out quick. Whatever it was, I think he won the Gastelum fight. Would have probably sprung him almost into a title shot, if not a title shot. Knocked out Weidman, which was fucking something I did not expect. I think I had Weidman in that fight as well. I might have bet him. I just thought Weidman was the cleaner striker standing, and he was going to be very hard to take down, considering his background in wrestling. But Jacare didn't give a fuck. He clipped Weidman pretty hard. He was actually landing the harder shots that whole fight. And it looks like Jacare's striking has improved like quite a bit, actually, since he's been in Florida. So this, I guess, like a kind of like a hometown fight for him. Now that he lives in Florida and whatnot with his family. I like see if this goes to the floor, I definitely give Jacare the advantage, obviously. Like a guy's second to none in jiu-jitsu. If you guys never watched this fight against Roger Gracie in jiu-jitsu, like please go watch that. Jacare gets his arm broken, I think off an arm bar, obviously, gets his arm broken and continues to fight the rest of the jiu-jitsu match and ends up beating Roger Gracie with a broken arm. So really fucking cool. You just see the grit that guy has. It's unbelievable. If he gets you down, it's pretty much game over, especially if he gets on your back or anything. We've only seen it a couple of times. Sorry for you guys here in Jackson right now, but we've only seen it a couple of times since that the Robert Whitaker fight. I guess let me close the fucking door. Holy fuck, that dog doesn't shut up, guys. But yeah. And oh my god, he's fucking annoying. Hey guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, he got out of the back take with Robert Whitaker. Robert Whitaker got out of that, and then I think he might have taken Gaslam's back as well in that second round, but I'm not completely sure. I think it was but the first round he definitely controlled Gaslam on the bottom, and he's just a monster, guys. He's pretty damn big for 185 pounds, and he's going against Jack Hermansson here, who has, in my opinion, some of the best striking movement, I would say, in the UFC. Very good movement. Very light on his feet, always bouncing on his toes, on the balls of his feet, always moving around, good striking, good power. And if he's on top of you on the ground, it's fucking game over. That guy's literally, like, he's not joking when he says he has the strongest ground and pound in the world. He probably fucking does. It's like he's punching a hole through the ground there. But see, the first time I made this video on my phone, I picked Jack Hermansson to get the job done. I thought he had what it takes. You know, he can probably stop the takedown, tune up Jacare on the feet a little bit. But I think this moment's pretty fucking big for him. He's never been in a main event or anything like that. We're going to see how he goes under pressure and stuff. But I've seen Cesar Ferreira tap this guy out. And Jacare, will just say, like, a lot. Well, not maybe in jiu-jitsu, a lot higher level. But I would say, yeah, in jiu-jitsu as well, he's way higher level than Cesar. He would probably fuck up Cesar pretty bad in jiu-jitsu. So I can see that sub happening too. So I'm going to go ahead and take Jacare here. I think Jacare's actually improved a lot on the feet. So I can see him standing and banging. And when he chooses to take Jack Hermansson down, because Jack actually doesn't have the greatest takedown defense. He likes to shoot that underhook a lot to stop, or he'll go with the overhook whizzer. But most of the time he's shooting his underhooks, right, and going there. But who's taking him down? Scott. I don't think Scott Askham. Maybe Scott Askham took him down. I'm not sure. Cesar took him down. I'm almost positive Cesar took him down. So, like, I know the guy can definitely be taken down. But man, he got a lot of movement. He's gonna be popping in and out. And if he stuns Jacare once with a big shot, it's probably game fucking over. But I think Jacare can still pull this out. So I'm going to go ahead and take Jacare here. I think the big play here, obviously, with how the odds are and everything, too. I guess the big one is fight doesn't go to decision, which I did parlay, like I mentioned beforehand. And, yeah, guys, that's about it. So I'll drop all the picks in the description below, along with my bets and who I think has the most value, the best underdog on the card. And I'm going to message Gib right now to try and get his DraftKings lineup as well. Try and get that going. So till next time, guys, we have UFC Ottawa next week. Ali Quinta versus Donald Cerrone. Pretty fucking fun fight, if you ask me. Some fun fights on that card. Looking forward to my boy Arjun Singh Bhullar coming back. Fucking let's get it. And so there's actually a lot of fun fights on that card. I have to go look at it again, but there's some fun fights on that card for sure. So we'll see you next week, guys. I think it's May 4th is at UFC next week. And then the big one after that is UFC 237 in Brazil with my girl Jessica Andrade taking on Rose Namajunas, Volkanovski and Aldo, Ryan Spann taking on Minotauro Nogueira, Anderson Silva and Jared Cannonier. There's some fun fights on that card too. Not the best pay-per-view, but some fun fights on that card. So we'll see you next week, guys. Take care. Easy.